A family together, never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart. Our group has compiled this presentation to explore the relationships between family members, specifically your nuclear family, which is your mom, dad, sister, brother, or caretaker, over long distances. This topic is extremely valuable because it will give you an insight to how the family dynamic can change during real life changes. This information can be useful to you personally because it can inform you on how to keep long distance relationships strong. Please enjoy our video presentation.
So how old are you?
I am 19, going on 20 in December.
All right. And who do you live apart from?
I live apart from my uncle and my aunt, which they live in Tennessee.
Okay. And what was your relationship like before they moved?
Not that great. They're trash.
And what's your relationship after they moved?
Oh, they're still trash.
At the end of it, how has this affected you as a person?
Nothing really.
It doesn't impact you in any way. You could go the rest of your life and be perfectly fine with you didn't have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so how old are you and how long have you been a student at Nova?
I am 20 and I've been at Nova for about 2.5 years.
Okay, who have you been living apart from?
I've been living apart from, I'll say, my aunt.
And what was your relationship like before you lived far away from them and then after?
My uncle, he was just living with us and he was kind of a father figure a little bit in my life. And my aunt, really, I didn't have any connection with her at all beforehand. She's just kind of there. But like, she's cool, you know, she's just like your aunt.
And how has that like changed your relationship after living far apart?
Living far apart, it's, I guess I have less influence in my life from like New York as far as like style and like who I am. I lived with my grandparents at first and then they moved to Africa. And so that was, from them being apart from me was just different because I started living with my mom, you know. I'm in a more accepting environment now than what I was when I lived with my grandparents.
And would you say that living farther apart from those people made your bond closer with them? Like stronger bond or like no bond really at all?
It made it weaker.
Weaker?
Definitely living when they're far away, you know. But like, I still love them, you know.
Do you talk to them as frequently or?
No. For the ones that are out of the country, it's hard to get in contact with people out of the country due to phone calls and stuff. The ones in the country, I talk to more. But it's just more like general communication.
And how has that affected you, like living apart from them?
I have more freedom when I lived apart from my grandparents because they're kind of very religiously oppressive. And I'm just a more freer person. I get to do more things that I want. Do hood rat things with my hood rat friends.
All right, well, thank you so much. So how old are you?
I am 20 years old currently. I'm going to be 21 in November, end of this month.
And how long have you been in this?
I've been a Nova student this is now my second semester, so only since January this year I've been a Nova student.
All right. And who do you live apart from?
I live apart from my whole family, my parents, my brother. Only family I do have in the United States are my cousins, and I don't see them very often.
Where do your cousins live?
My cousins live here in Northern Virginia. One lives in Herndon, the other one lives in Haymarket.
Okay. So the family that you live apart from, what was your relationship before you left home?
That depends on the person. With my mother, it wasn't the greatest. We fought a lot, mainly because we had very different opinions about things. With my father, however, I had a very good relationship, so it depended on the person.
Okay. And since you've moved away, how's your relationship been? Has it gone better with your mother? Has it gotten worse?
Yes, it's gotten a lot better with my mother, seeing as we don't see each other that much, and we don't speak all that much, but when we do speak, it's a lot better than when we were seeing each other every day because we would fight a lot more. So it's helped our relationship and improved our relationship a hell of a lot.
And what about with your dad?
With my dad, our relationship has actually stayed the same, and we talk very often still, and we have a very good relationship with each other, and he's basically one of my best friends as well.
That's so sweet. All right. You good?
Is that it?
Now that you've seen our student interviews, we asked the same questions to 2 Nova teachers. The purpose of this is that the older adults have more distance time-wise from the relationship. By interviewing both young and old adults, we are able to see both perspectives. Yet, you will see that both age ranges' answers will correlate together. Please enjoy our next 2 interviews.
Okay, so how old are you and how long have you worked at Nova?
I am 39 years old and I have worked at Nova for about 3 years.
Okay, and who do you live apart from?
I live apart from all of my family.
So is that like mom, dad, sisters, brothers?
Mom, dad, all sisters, all brothers.
Oh wow. Where do they live?
They live all over. My parents live in the Dominican Republic. I have a brother who lives in Phoenix. I have another sister who lives in Phoenix. I have a sister who lives in Virginia, and I have a brother who lives in Maryland. That's all of them.
And did you live with them when you were younger and then you moved out to go to college, or what was that like?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, I moved out when I was 18, when I graduated from high school and left for college.
What was your relationship with them before you moved out? Was it good? Did you have good bonds with them?
I did, yeah. I had pretty good relationships with all my siblings and with my parents.
Oh, awesome. What was your relationship like after you moved away? Did the bonds get stronger? Did they get weaker? Did you have to put in a lot of effort to keep your relationship with them?
Well, it's been about 20 years. But the relationships are still quite strong. They do take more effort, especially because I have so much distance between most of my family members. But we are very fortunate to be able to travel together. So we're able to have the quality time that we spend together usually is meaningful because we do it in fun and exciting ways. And so that really helps.
Awesome. And how would you say that the long distance relationship has affected you and that person?
I think that it makes, for all of those relationships, it makes us have to be more conscious of making sure that we stay in contact. If we live together, you might just only talk about like, oh, is there cereal in the kitchen? Or things like that, sort of those day-to-day items. And when you don't get to see each other all the time, you spend a lot of time, catching up. What are the big things that are happening in your life?
Right.
But even though we're far apart, we still, in times of crisis or incredible joy, we always know that we have each other to lean on, which is good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
How long have you been working at Nova?
4 years.
Okay. And who have you lived apart from and for how long?
All of them.
Did you leave during college, or did you?
Right after school, it was on and off a little bit. But when I turned 30, I really cut it off. That's when I really got grown and lived on my own.
Okay.
Relationship, it changes. A relationship will change. Your relationship with your family members, that's going to change.
Would you say it was your communication was better when you lived with them, or better when you live apart from them?
With them, definitely with them. Yeah, because
Yeah.
talked about it in psychology. When you leave your family, you establish relationships with other people, and they become kind of like your fictive kin, like your makeshift kin people. So you're closer to non-blood people than you are with blood people.
And how has that affected you?
When I figured out I wasn't that close with them anymore, it kind of depressed me for a minute. Then I got over and started looking at the benefits of it, and it was fine. I'm so fine with it now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
In conclusion, we have found that relationships that are long distance between family members require an equal amount of effort and depend on past experiences between those family members. Our hypothesis seemed to hold true. When people have a close bond previously to moving out, they either continue to have a strong bond or have no bond or a weaker bond when far apart. Each person alluded that the person whom they were close with, they put a lot of effort into keeping their relationship strong. Long-distance relationship challenges should not prevent you and other family members from having a real relationship. Loneliness, homesickness, and falling out, all of these things can be solved through your collective effort to communicate with each other.